the ordinary world in the heart of Pakistan, where everyday struggles often silence dreams. There are stories of ordinary people who dared to rise above their circumstances. These are not tales of privilege or easy victories, but of resilience, sacrifice, and the unshakable belief that one day life can change. Today's story is about insert protagonist name, whose journey will remind us that no dream is too big if we refuse to give up. In the dusty streets of Rawalpindi, cricket was not just a sport, it was survival. Boys played barefoot with broken bats and taped tennis balls, shouting with joy as though the cracked asphalt was a world-class stadium. Among them was Hamza, the son of a tailor. His father stitched clothes for long hours, barely earning enough for food. Yet Hamza's heart beat not for thread and cloth, but for the sound of leather on willow. At night, he would place his bat, an old chipped piece of wood, beside his pillow and dream of one day wearing the green jersey of Pakistan. But for a boy of his background, such dreams seemed impossible. Called to adventure, one day, a retired local coach named Chaudhry Sahib passed by while Hamza played. He stopped, watching as Hamza bowled with fire and batted with fierce determination. After the game, he approached him. "Boy," he said, "you have raw talent. Come to the cricket ground tomorrow. Train with me." Hamza's heart raced. Could this be the start of something bigger? That night he told his father. But the old tailor frowned. "Hamza, we cannot afford these luxuries. Focus on studies or help me at the shop. Cricket will not feed us." Hamza nodded, but inside, he knew this was his calling. Refusal of the call. The next morning Hamza went anyway. The cricket ground was filled with boys in proper kits, shining bats, and spiked shoes. Hamza stood among them in his torn sandals and patched trousers, feeling out of place. Some laughed at him. "Look, the tailor's son thinks he's a cricketer." Humiliation stung, and for a moment, he wanted to leave. But then he remembered his idol Imran Khan, the man who led Pakistan to World Cup glory in 1992. Imran too had faced criticism, failures, and doubts before becoming a legend. If he had given up, there would be no victory for Pakistan. Hamza clenched his fists. He would not give up either. Meeting the mentor Chaudhry Sahib became his guide. Every morning before sunrise, Hamza ran laps around the field, bowled till his arms ached, and practiced batting till blisters formed. "Discipline makes champions," the coach told him. "Talent is only the beginning." Hamza absorbed every word. At night, he stitched buttons at his father's shop to help with expenses, but his mind was always at the pitch. He was living two lives, one of duty, one of dreams. Crossing the threshold months later, trials were announced for the regional under-16 team. Boys from all over came, sons of businessmen, officers, and shopkeepers. Hamza, nervous but determined, stepped onto the field. The first few balls he bowled were wild. Whispers spread. "He's not ready." But then he focused, recalling his coach's advice, "Play with your heart." His next spell stunned the selectors. Fast, accurate, fiery. His batting too showed grit. He didn't just hit boundaries, he fought for every run. When the list was posted, Hamza's name was there. He had crossed the threshold. Tests, trials, and challenges. Selection was only the beginning. Matches were tough, opponents stronger, conditions harder. Hamza faced defeats, injuries, and moments of crushing doubt. Once, after a poor game, his teammates mocked him. "Go back to your tailor shop. Cricket is not for you." That night he cried silently, but then he remembered Imran Khan's famous words, "You only lose when you give up." So Hamza got back up, trained harder, and kept going. Each trial sharpened him. Each failure became fuel. The ordeal, the biggest test, came during the National Junior Championship final. His team was struggling, wickets falling quickly, the crowd restless. Hamza walked in, pressure heavier than the bat in his hands. For a moment, fear gripped him. Then he thought of his father at the tailor shop, his coach's sacrifices, and the boy who once played barefoot on broken streets. He steadied himself. Ball after ball, he fought, he blocked, defended, and when the chance came, struck powerful boundaries. The match went down to the last over. With a 6-over mid-wicket, Hamza sealed victory. The crowd erupted. His teammates lifted him on their shoulders. He had proved himself not just to others but to himself. Reward transformation. That performance opened doors. Scouts noticed him. Opportunities came. He soon found himself wearing the green jersey for Pakistan's under-19 team. Standing in the stadium, hearing the national anthem play, he felt tears in his eyes. The dream was no longer a dream, it was real. But the true reward wasn't fame or applause. It was the lesson. Hard work, faith, and resilience can turn even a tailor's son into a national hero. Return with the elixir. Years later, Hamza returned to his old street in Rawalpindi. Children ran around with taped balls, just like he once did. He gathered them and said, "Don't ever let anyone tell you your dream is too big. Look at me, I came from this very street. If you work hard, you can reach the world." He built a small cricket academy in his neighborhood, free for kids who couldn't afford gear. It was his way of giving back, of passing on the flame that had been lit in him. Moral: Hamza's story reminded everyone that greatness isn't reserved for the privileged. It belongs to those who fight, fall, and rise again. This story is more than just about protagonist's name. It is about every one of us who carries a dream in our heart, It proves that challenges are stepping stones, and persistence is the key to rewriting destiny. If this journey inspired you, share it with someone who needs hope. And remember, never give up because your story is still being written.